Hello again, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on this video and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm just, hanging out today. It's Sunday afternoon. What is today? It's April 28th. That's crazy, we're almost in May already. By the time this video comes out, I'm sure it probably will be May. But how's it going? You having a good day so far? I'm just chilling. Decided to go out for a ride and rode to the park, City Park to be precise. Just stopped by, turned off the engine for a second, got some water, but I'm gonna hit the road again. It's really nice out today. After, I think it was like Friday, Saturday, just weather was absolute dog water. It was trash for riding, I have to say. Just thunderstorms, rain, crazy. It's like I haven't seen weather like that since I lived in Florida. I'm not hating on it because I know that we needed some moisture, we needed some rain. So it was kind of nice. It was a nice change in things, for sure. I gotta say, when I'm riding, my favorite jump is going from first to second gear. Just the amount of torque and just the jump that you get, it's just nothing like it. I like third gear a lot too. The jump from second gear to third is nice. And I don't know about you, but it's just like I can't help but like look at every single motorcycle I see. Any kind of bike I pass, it could be a little 50cc, a little thing, a little 125, and I still want to check it out. But that's something I've noticed is, like once I started riding, it just like, it opened up a new world for me. I love it. It's like there's really nothing like it. And I know what people say. I know what my family has said. It's like everyone's so concerned. It's like you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Don't speed. Don't be an idiot on your bike. And I get it. It's one of those risks that you have to be willing to take. You get on the road and you enjoy it. You love it. But it's like you gotta have 360 view all over. You gotta watch your surroundings everywhere, and it can be difficult. It can be kind of annoying sometimes when you just want to get on the road and just enjoy it and not have to worry about every single person you pass or every single person, and you're like just on the road. But you have to. It's one of those things. You just have to. You can't get. It's like you can't get complacent about it. Can't be lazy about it. You got one time that you think that everything's good and you're not really paying attention, that's when things can happen. But, kind of like what I was saying before, it's one of those, it's a risk that I'm enjoying. And I really highly encourage all of you to just at least look into it. If motorcycling is something that's been on your mind and you think that it's something that you would like to check out, I'm not going to just tell you to get on the road immediately. I think that there's a process that everybody should go through, and for me it was taking a safety class, and I took one up in Colorado Springs. It was really, really good. I will put the link in my YouTube description later on. If anybody's interested, you should check it out. It was an MSF class. So how it all started was you take an online portion. It's like a 5.5 hour long online course. You get the certificate after you pass, and then you schedule an appointment, and it's a 2-day appointment up at in a mall parking lot up in Colorado Springs. And it's like if you have no riding experience, never been on a bike before, it's real cool because they teach you how to ride. They put you on like a little 125cc or 250cc and you learn. It's really, really cool, and it taught me a lot of things that, you know, I wouldn't have learned otherwise. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll put the link in the description. Right here was where I had my first very close call. I hate pointing it out, but you're gonna have close calls when you're riding. I mean, you know, I was in the left lane here and just riding, you know, riding at a good speed, about 35, 40, and some guy in a green SUV pulls out into the median, and then it just kind of keeps going into the lane which I was in. I literally had about 3 seconds to react to it, so I had to quickly, and when I say quickly, I mean quickly, I had to kind of like move myself into the right lane here, and I didn't really have too much time to look over my shoulder because it happened so quickly, so I had to like swerve to miss them. Yeah, you just, please be on the lookout for people riding motorcycles. We're out here. I know there are some people that, you know, are crazy on their bikes and stuff, but you know, they're putting themselves at risk. Other people too, for sure, but you got to keep in mind, you see someone on a sports bike, it's, you know, going 130 down the highway, that's their life that they're messing with, you know? You know, that's a gamble that they're throwing out there. If something goes wrong, then it's their body that's going to take it, you know? But just be responsible. Whether you want to ride a sports bike, or if you want to ride a cruiser, or whatever you want to do, just be responsible. Do your research, see what kind of bike you want to ride. Honestly, I'd be lying to you if I told you I wasn't looking into some sports bikes myself. Not sure what quite yet, but I'm not in a rush to get anything right now. I just think it'd be cool to have a taste of both worlds. You know, I got a cruiser right here, I love it, but I would like to get a sports bike too to get a taste of that also, you know what I mean? But that's something I'm not in a rush for right now. Just enjoying this, brushing up on my skills, and obviously just really enjoying what I have right now. One day though, one day. And actually, truth be told, I don't know what kind of sports bike I would want to get. I mean, they got CBRs, they got Ninjas, Suzuki GSXRs. You know, these are some top-notch sports bikes. Not really sure which one I'd pick, but, and I guess it all boils down to brand and what you really like. I mean, even the Yamaha R1 is a beast of a bike. I heard a rev. I don't know where it came from, but I heard someone rev. There it is again. Yeah, they're probably back there. Yeah, so other than that, I don't know where I was going with that. I thought I was going to say something, but I just had total ADD moment. Just totally lost my train of thought. That's okay though. You know what? My biggest fear when I got on a bike was messing up with the clutch. I was always, hey, you started the police. I was always concerned about messing up with the clutch. driven or tried to drive manual cars with manual transmission, and it's just like, that is scary, because it's just like, for me, being on the floor, the pedal and everything, and just being afraid of stalling, in the middle of traffic or whatever, and it just always, I don't know, it just freaked me out. And same thing with the bike too. I was just like, I don't want to stall my bike in traffic. But once I got the hang of this, once you get the hang of the clutch, it's easy. It's so easy. You just got to know the friction zone on your bike, and it differs for each person, or each bike, I should say. I missed the gear there. Probably one of the most annoying things that I have done on my bike is, if I'm going from first gear trying to shift into second and I don't give it enough oomph, don't kick it up enough, or just kick it up by half, then it just goes to neutral. And yeah, I do it a lot more than what I'm willing to admit. But it's just like, why do people even put bikes like that? Like, why do they even design them? Like, my bike, you have to shift down for first, a half for up, but if you do a full shift up, you go to second, and then third, fourth, fifth. I wish this bike had a sixth gear, but it doesn't. It's only 5-speed. But I gotta say, 5-speed, it works well. It does what it's supposed to. Just cruising at this point. Good weekend, pretty chill for the most part. Went to church Saturday, and went to church today too. Hung out with some friends last night. It was a good time. Trying to convince some of my friends to get some bikes. Some of my friends from church are interested, talking about it, and trying to convince them, like, yo, if that's something you want to do, you should look into it some more. I'm thinking of two guys, two of my buddies. They displayed a lot of interest, but of course I'm not trying to, I'm trying to encourage them. If that's something you guys really want to do, then look into it some more, but I'm not going to pressure anybody to get a bike. It's like a car, it's a responsibility. You got to take care of it and everything. Got to know how to maintain it, or at least take it in to get it maintained. You also have to not be a doofus on it. Be responsible. Yep. Are you serious? Okay, so we should probably talk about what happened back there. Not those total chads just zooming down the highway and being cool. That was pretty cool. No, but what happened at that stoplight? That's never... okay, so what really happened was I came to a complete stop, and I think my bike was in like 3rd or 4th gear. So at that point, it's like you gotta let go of the clutch and let your bike go and give it some gas. But at a high gear like that, it doesn't do well. Yeah, so my bike stalled out. That's kind of embarrassing. But it's always better to do it in like 1st or even 2nd gear. But oh well, live and learn, right? Come on, there we are. Yeah, so that was kind of embarrassing, but again, come to a complete stop, and I know better. Just put the bike in 1st gear if possible, or 2nd. Don't keep it at a high gear like 4 or 5 when you're at a stop. Yeah, let's not talk about that no more. But anyways, thanks for watching. God bless you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.